What's up, guys? So it is Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday, and I'm just going off to go and pick my dear old mother up. She's coming over. Sounds too good. She's coming over for some dinner, lunch. I'll go get some fuel first. So I hope everyone is well.
Yeah, just don't show my own glamorous
Light's
feet.
terrible in here.
Is it? Yeah. All the olds. No close-ups, please.
Bit of life-threatening these lot, aren't they?
Thank you.
They're sugar-free.
Yeah, I thought that's your lady. Didn't he go the other way back down into Eastbourne? You know, down along that other road instead of going all the way along the seafront, because he didn't drop anybody off. And I tell you what, we saw parts of Brighton that we never knew existed, and he said, badger, don't skid for him.
So that was a bit of a close one with the badger. Not. It's miles away, but dear old mother worrying. It's like just braked and drove around it. It's not really a drama, but you know. Anyway, just dropped mummy home. I'm going home now. Actually, I'm not going to the shop. I've got to go and do some work. See you down there. Quite nice. I've got a package. I think it's my new phone cover I ordered. So we'll have a look. I got my new phone cage, which I've been using for a few days now. It hasn't got the lens, which supposedly was supposed to come with it, but I wanted something to protect my phone, because obviously you've always got your phone with you. Camera's quite big to carry around, so at least having your phone with you, well, you've always got your phone with you, so having your phone in a cage where you can put a few accessories on will make life a little bit easier. I've got a new tripod on its way. I've got a new cover for the actual phone because I don't want it to get broken, and obviously this light here, this is just my little light which you've seen before, so which is handy because it clips on. It's great. Yeah, so I've just got to the shop. I'm going to quickly do some artwork. I want to open this first. Anyway, so I just wanted a little cover just to literally go round the back of the phone. But it was only cheap, I think. I can't remember how much it was now. It wasn't a lot. It feels nice. So here it is. This is for my Huawei, or Huawei, or Huawei, Huawei. Yeah, I've heard people call it a Huawei, so I assume that's right. I'm not sure, but I've got a P9 Mate. I was going to have the P10, but it didn't do. I think I've said this before in another vlog, that I was going to have the P10, which was at the time, well, that had just come out, the latest P10, I think, and but they didn't do it in a large format. So like the biggest one was, you know, iPhone size kind of thing, and so after doing some research on that, I said, well, I spoke to quite a few people, and the only real difference in the P9 Mate to the P10, or the P9 to the P10, is generally software updates. Obviously there are some probably other bits and pieces, but generally as soon as I got this phone, it had an update which then put it on the later software anyway, so it kind of like for like, really. I like it. I've been using it for quite a while now, probably actually nearly a year in, I don't know. I don't particularly like iPhones. I've got iPads and things like that, and I don't really particularly get on with them. I mean, they're great, don't get me wrong, but I find them very restricted, as in like certain aspects of it are just not as friendly to me as an Android. But it's the same as like a PlayStation 3 or a Nintendo and Xbox and things like that. You know, everyone's got their preferences. This is my preference in Android. So anyway, so I didn't go for the P10 because they hadn't brought out the P10 Mate or the Plus size, so they didn't have the larger screen and stuff like that. So anyway, I went for the P9 Mate, which is this recording right now. So this is the this is the pitch quality from the camera that's facing like that from the screen, and this is actually the audio from the phone itself. Obviously this phone's been through the wards a little bit, it's been a bit broken and bashed about and all the rest of it, and obviously I've had this, well, I'm having this debate with the people that repaired the phone, who haven't done a very good job, but yeah, we won't go into that. Tried to fob me off. Anyway, so this is my new cover. So literally, because this has got to go in this frame here, which I'll show you in a minute, I wanted something just to protect the sides of the phone a bit more, and if it did fall out, not that it's going to, because it's got a really good clamp on it, it's got just a little bit more protection around it, rather than the cover that I did have, which was a flappy one, which was great, it protected it really well, but obviously when I'm filming I flipped into one that was similar to this. So I will be doing a full comprehensive review so you can see the difference with me just holding my phone. I'm trying to hold it really still and it's shaking like mad. Okay, so I'll turn the camera around so you can see it, okay? So here it is. So it's pretty big, but it's actually, to be fair, it's only sort of still only the size of your hand, well, my hand. So, you know, it's really handy because you can, there's some grips on it here, so like some little handles either side, so you can hold it like this with both hands and you can film and stuff like that. This spring is just, I've never seen so much tension on a spring, it's amazing. I put the phone in it and it's not moved at all, not even moved an inch. And then it's got these adjusters on the side for like this, so you can move it up and down. So this is where you line your phone up, your camera, so pretend this is the camera, you line it up in there and then it comes through the other side. And then oh, it's really hard to do this without I'll do a full proper comprehensive review when I'm a bit more set up. But this here, so you can screw lenses on, so which is really handy. So you can put wide aperture lenses and just get a better feel for a camera. Now this one's called obviously a Neewer, I believe that's how you say it. It's got a little bit of silver here, not quite sure what that's for. I think it's just a piece of metal, to be honest, just a bit of fashion. You've got another adjuster here. This one is so that you can, if I wind it, I don't know if you can see that, but as you wind it one way, it winds this out and in, so no matter how big your phone is, it will fit in there. And to give you some sort of idea, let me turn it around. So imagine this is my phone. I don't know if I can do this with one hand, which I don't think I can. Well, okay, that'll have to do. So yeah, so you can imagine the tension on this thing. I mean, it's actually bowing the case. It's got so much tension on it, which is brilliant, because the last thing you want to do is your phone to fall out. But on a plus side, if you dropped it, you know, it's not going to fall out. You've got half a chance with it. If you're using this as your day-to-day thing, it is very well built, and I mean, it's proper solid. If your hands are dry, or you've got you know, you're wearing gloves or something like that. Just be aware that when you're filming, if you listen, as I found out the other day when Jensen took this and he had it in his hands and he was moving his hands around, well, of course, you listen to my camera pick that up there. So imagine now the camera is inside there. So it'll probably be better if you've got an external mic, but just obviously be aware of that, because if you're... Yeah, so obviously that's not a proper review, it's just a quick one just to show you basically what it is. I've now put my cover on my phone and then put my phone back in its cage, grip. Not quite sure how you word it, what you'd use it for, kind of thing. But anyway, I'm finding it quite helpful as in regards, so when you're doing some shots, you can keep your hands a bit stiller, because it's, you know, instead of trying to hold your phone, things like that. Or even when you've got it on a tripod and you've got just those silly little grips like that, and you go like that, and then falls over, falls out, breaks. At least with a cage you can screw it in with a proper, you know, one of these. So yeah, so far I really like it, apart from the fact that obviously that you've got to be so aware of that, because especially if you're using, like at the moment I'm using the mic from the phone itself, and if you're touching that, trying to record, as you probably knew from my video where Jensen took it off the other day, all you can hear is can't stand it. So there we go, that's it. I've got to get on with some work now, so I shall speak to you later. Bye. I know you like that, don't you, Jay? Bye.